Is it possible to revive a 50-year-old kid show using only self-aware comedy? In Osomatsu-san's case, no, not really. Osomatsu-kun started out as a children's comedy manga and later anime in 1962. It follows 10-year-old Osomatsu Matsuno and his 5 identical brothers, all named some variation of Matsu, as they get into mischief, satirize pop culture, and interact with their colourful supporting cast. The original show felt very much like those old serials of Popeye the Sailor Man. Osomatsu-kun was informed comedically by Buster Keaton, Vaudeville, and Mad Magazine, so its humour was not particularly sophisticated, but its shticky characters and cute animation made it something of a cultural icon in Japan. So how the hell do you take a show like this and make it relevant again? Fearful that they're not sexy enough for modern anime, the Matsuno sextuplets undergo an art shift and try their hand at being a boy idol show, then a sports show, then everything at once, then it just turns into a complete clusterfuck. Episode 1 of Osomatsu-san is one of the funniest satires of modern anime I've seen in years. Sadly, the rest of Osomatsu-san is nothing like that. The show follows the sextuplets, now in their early 20s, struggling to find work and their place in the world. The show can't seem to decide whether it wants to be a continuous narrative or just a series of skits, so the results are varied as far as comedy is concerned. I can't tell whether Osomatsu-san's sense of humor is too young, too Japanese, or just too dated, but it just isn't working for me. It's made up of surrealism, parodies, pratfalls, and some very lowbrow jokes, but it either goes too far or not far enough. Aside from 1 or 2 amusing moments, most of the jokes just fall flat. There are some good things in here though. I really like the art style. It's cute and it's faithful to the manga, it's got a lovely pastel color scheme. The jarring mix of kiddie animation and toilet humor does result in some actually very funny scenes. The sextuplets all have diverse personalities, and after a while I was able to tell them apart by their behavior. It's possible to see what 60s Japan loved about these characters, but I get the sense that there are lots of in-jokes and cultural gags and references that I'm just not gonna get. The skit mini-episode style lets the sextuplets poke fun at any and everything, but it all feels just directionless. Overall, it feels like Osomatsu-san just blew its load way too soon. I'm about 3 episodes in, I don't think it's ever going to be as funny as episode 1, so I'm probably just going to drop this one. I just don't find it very funny, and whilst the characters are likable and the animation is nice, there's just not enough story to keep me engaged. I can only recommend it to very young viewers or fans of the original manga. It's available on Crunchyroll, and it is at least worth checking out episode 1 to see what all the fuss is about. Thanks for watching, see you next week!